like seeing all of the planning and the pieces that have come together officially like in front of your eyes? So how does it feel to see it happening right now?
This is incredible. So our Gap Crossing Training Center is what we're calling it with Fort Hood. This is such an incredible opportunity for not only 3rd Armored Corps but the Army. This is a gap in our warfighting capabilities that is very hard to train, and we're excited about the future of this. Yeah.
I need to double check my mind.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Which one was mine? This one?
This one's yours.
Nope, that one's hers.
Oh, that one's hers. I knew that. I was just testing you to see if you know which one was yours.
Yeah, we hit the mute button when you step.
Okay. That's funny. A lot of people do that to me on purpose.
Sorry. Not me. I'm trying to get good sound.
All right, so I'll re-ask the question. How are you feeling seeing all of this now finally happening in front of your eyes instead of kind of just seeing all the planning boards and the whiteboards and all that?
This is an incredible opportunity. We are so excited about the Gap Crossing Training Center at Fort Hood. It addresses an Army-wide warfighting capability gap. It allows us to bring combined arms teams together, multi-echelon, we really hope one day multi-domain as well, to train as a combined arms team at the brigade combat team level and at the division level, and really test things that, frankly, through many of other training centers, we don't have the ability to physically do like we do out here at Fort Hood.
There's a change in, war location and how we're going from, say, Afghanistan to Europe, to different terrains, make this an even more important exercise?
I would tell you it's a little bit more than that. It's a transition as our Army goes from a contingency fight to a large-scale combat operations fight, which is what we're seeing right now in Europe, and we'll do against a near-peer competitor. Operations like Gap Crossing are absolutely critical to our success, and they are done as a combined arms team at the division level, at the BCT level, and that's what this capability, this training center will give us.
Why do you think Fort Hood's going to be a good location for a training center?
Well, first of all, it's just a physical reality. We've got a gap crossing capability. We've got the river here. We've got all of the enablers. We've got the 1st Cavalry Division. We've got the MPs. We've got the engineers. We've got artillery. We've got all the assets that we need to leverage. And we also think this is kind of the ground entry level. We think this gives the Army an ability to come train here. We're not just looking at this for 3rd Armored Corps. We're looking at this beyond our Corps and to the Army writ large as a training capability to really get at a critical and very complex operation for our Army.
So I wanted to ask, I'm sure you've been in talks with other leaders from other Army installations around the country and I'm sure around the world. What have they had to say about this? Because obviously with this being here at Fort Hood, this is going to be its home. Obviously we're going to have different engineer units coming from all over the country and maybe even the world. So what's kind of been the feedback from the leaders from other installations to you and to the leaders who are here today?
For the most part, it's still very much in its infancy. So the conceptual discussions we've had with Army leaders is a lot of excitement. They understand the potential. And as I've told everybody out here today, the only thing that limits us is our imagination. So as we look to the future, we're excited. In the spring, we're bringing in Army Reserve and National Guard capabilities, and we continue to do that year after year. So we're training all 3 components of the Army. We'll bring in units from all over the country, and frankly, one day we hope the world. We think this is only limited by our imagination, and we're looking to resource this in the out years to really maintain and grow on it.
So for a lot of us around here, we understand the importance of the Army, what you guys do and everything. What do you want to say to, the American people about the importance of things like this?
This is your Army. The reality is what we do is complex. Every operation we do is complex regardless of the theater. And what this capability brings to light is all of the different aspects that are resident in 3rd Armored Corps, but that are throughout the Army. And it shows the teamwork and the capabilities that the most powerful Army in the world brings to bear. Alrighty.
Question I have for you, sir.
Oh, goodness.
As an engineer officer, how does it see these soldiers out here conducting engineer business?
So that's a double-edged sword question. As an engineer officer, I'm really proud of what I see behind me. But as I told folks early on, this is the only time I ever say, I wish I wasn't an engineer. And I say that very sarcastically, but what I mean by that is this is not successful without a combined arms team. This takes everybody on the team. This isn't just the engineers that you see driving the boats behind you. They're obviously critical, but it takes the armor, the infantry, the artillery, the intelligence, the MPs. It takes everybody to enable success on a complex operation like this.
Well, you need teams to go over there and make sure it's safe to even start building this bridge.
Absolutely, absolutely. And those will be combined arms teams. We'll have engineers mixed in with the armor and the infantry. It's potentially special forces. We'll hopefully have UAVs flying. Like I said, I'd love to have a multi-domain capability here one day to enable us to leverage those assets and those resources, because without that combined arms team, this river crossing will never be possible.